All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining this broadcast here at Area 51. This is Mr. Excitement, Mike Howerton. I've got most of my voice back, aside for a bit of coughing that I will mute for, so you guys do not have to hear it. In the booth with me right now, I have my broadcast partners tonight. We have a full crew here in the booth with us. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Robert Cook. We got the Admiral, Tracy Rumscheid. And somewhere around here is Scooter Scotty Stevens. Who knows where he's at? He comes, he goes, he's here, he's there. He's somewhere. But
I think he's getting a hot dog. I think he went to go get a hot dog.
That's
he gonna go see Big Boo Betty?
Yeah, he had to go see Big Boo Betty. I'd like to see her, too. You know about Big Boo Betty. If you don't bring out a caution, you get a hot dog when I'm racing.
All right, there you go.
We're all gridded up here, getting ready for the pace car to lead the rest of the pack out onto the track. And guys, we want to look at our starting grid here in front of us right now as that pace car starts to move. And the leader, he's moving out now, and the rest of the cars are following him. Let's look at our leaders, Trace. We've got in the pole position, number one qualifier, Eduardo Oliveira in his great Hornet car there, the throwback from the retro days of Daytona USA at the arcades. Then we have Casey's brother Spencer Kostowick, who won that race last week. He was in another zip code there at the Indy Road Course. Well, this is his brother, and I hear from Ken Byron. He says his brother is even faster. Spencer's with us, so he qualified on the outside pole, and then in third place is another Ryko driver, our championship points leader Cody Trelendi. Fourth place, Brad Mahar. Fifth place qualifier is Octavio
Rondoletto.
Yeah.
Rondoletto.
You got it. John Jenkins is sixth. Brandon Schmidt is seventh. Eighth place, Matt Rusi. Nuno, who's the 18 car. This is a high strength of field, guys. Nuno's the 18 car. He qualified ninth. And in 10th place, rounding out your top 10 qualifiers, is Kyle Baldridge.
Okay, the qualifying time was a 38.471. And Waldo's been fast all weekend.
We also have Scott Austin there in the mid-pack representing Area 51 Alien Factory here in this race as the pace car drops off in the pit lane. And guys, we are getting ready to go green as they rev up those engines. And there we go. Green flag has dropped here as we start lap one of the 65-lap race tonight.
Drop down.
I'm going to keep an eye on Boyd Hogan. He's starting mid-pack, but he's been the dominant force for the last 2 weeks before the road course.
Guys, I forgot I was shut off.
It's all about saving tires for the first couple of laps. You don't want to burn these things up early.
Yeah, these guys are going to sit tight for 10 laps.
He's wandering in the middle of the broadcast here, talking around and stuff. And so anyway, Trace, sorry he interrupted. You just go right ahead.
Oh, no, that's all right. Like I said, I'm going to keep an eye on Boyd Hogan because he won the two previous races before the road course. And all the boys are back now. Everybody that doesn't run road, they're back. And should be a really good race. Let's see who the mover and shakers are.
I think the accident's going to happen back in the back.
Let's head up high now to the eye in the sky and our virtual blimp here at the Michigan Motor Speedway and iRacing is we start to get a downward look from pretty far back on these cars and just kind of seeing that whole field shape out from start to finish. A lot of single wide action, but there's some two wide here and there.
They're fighting for the lead up front now.
Well, the leader's
second
out.
And third.
Yeah, it's second and third, and then fourth and fifth are two wide. Cody Trelendi's on the outside there, that one.
Looks like they're getting it sorted out now.
Oh, it was. I thought that was the leaders. Oh, my. He did check out, didn't he?
Yep, Eduardo. He's got a 0.3 of a second lead, so he's got 3 car lengths.
Flasher up there, blinker.
Brad Mayer went around Cody Trelendi for third.
Yeah, just a little inside baseball here with me and the crew. I'd been neglectful of my crew here and forgot to put up the monitor there so we can all watch off the same monitor there as we're broadcasting. So guys, it's up. If y'all want to join in here on the monitor. It's up to you, but it's available for you. And guys, you guys have exactly what I'm watching right there on your screens as we are sticking with the action here in Michigan.
Because you know me, when I call out a wreck and who I blame it to might not be what everybody agrees to.
Yeah, I want to look back here. Tommy Gossett just passed Johnny Baldridge from 17th place into 16th. I want to check in with him. He's moving up a bit here, and Tommy started a bit back, and then Scott Austin just made a pass from 19th to 18th as well. He's one spot ahead of Mike Bruno. Mike Bruno's back in 19th place. I'm going to head on back there to those guys. They're battling and starting to move their way up this pack to see what they're doing.
Everybody's just single file right now, just staying in line, saving tire.
Yeah, that's right. You need to be saving tires for first few laps. You know, after 7 laps, you're going to be doing 40s. You might be doing that 2-second drop off pretty quickly.
Tommy Gossett is still on the move. He just moved up to 14th place now. He's gained several positions since this race has started. He's one of the hard chargers to watch, and just as you called it, Trace, Boyd Hogan moved up to 11th position now. He's holding strong there in 11th as well.
Yeah, I think I'm going to watch him and see what he's doing right now. I want to keep an eye on him.
There we go. We just moved up to Boyd Hogan's car. He's there in that custom number 96. Black car with the light blue and white trim there, the Reaper machine.
This has been known to go all the way with maybe one caution. Scott Austin looks like he's having difficulties. He's going up and down, or he's getting hot. Oh, almost was a wreck in front of him.
Yeah, I don't know. Scott's having difficulties. He just made another pass there.
Well, the guy got
off. He's up in the 17.
The guy got loose. You see that? It was almost a wreck.
Yeah, and actually he's stayed ahead of Mike Bruno. In fact, looks like Colin Allman there. He made his way around Mike Bruno. Mike Bruno was following Area 51 Scott Austin there for a good long while. And then now it looks like Colin just made the move on Scott Austin to move into 17th position.
Yeah, but in the backstretch, he's been moving all the way down to the bottom. Maybe if he's getting hot, I don't know.
Well, one good thing to know here, there's something different about this track, and this is a drafting track, but it's not a restrictor plate track by any means. But the draft really helps and matters. 2-3 cars can definitely go faster than one here. But as tire wear comes into this and strategy comes into it, and guys start to fall off more than others, you'll find that you can pull away here. So when you pull away, though, it's nice to have somebody to pull away with you and continue to draft and work together. Looks like Mike Bruno is right behind Scott Austin, pushing.
Scott's getting a little push. It's cut. Oh, that's getting close. He's pushing up. He almost got Donnie.
Well, it looked like Mike Bruno was trying to help Scott Austin a bit, but Bruno just pulled out to try to go underneath him here.
Hey, guys, hey, Brad Mayer's coming. He's less than 2/10, 2 car lengths off the leader right now. Looks like he's setting him up. He's doing a little riding right now, but he went from 4th to 2nd in just a matter of 10 laps here. So I think he's going to be the guy to watch right now. He's always tough. We'll have to watch him and Boyd.
He's number 1 car and has about an 8,600 I rating. I think he has like the highest I rating that I've ever seen. I know there may be somebody out there higher, but as far as somebody I've raced in a race with, definitely the highest. So he's always one to watch out for. He's dangerous on any track where he's out there. When I say dangerous, I don't mean dangerous to crash. I mean dangerous as far as he's going to take your spot.
Baldo's just a little bit faster on that last lap.
Now, Brad, he's running the bottom. He's hooking the bottom on 3 and 4. Running a total different line, so he's got something figured out here. Might have just taken a little bit for the car to come in.
Yeah, Brad Mahar and that Elite Performance Industry machine there. If memory serves, I may be wrong, but I believe he's one of the builders or the builder for the B car there at Elite Performance Industries. Out here giving his work some shine in this race.
It looks like just a little bit farther back that Octavio Rondoletto. He just made a pass for 4th. He looks like he's coming to the front, too.
Some of the front leaders are kind of pulling back, too, a little bit.
Now Brad's caught the leader. We'll see what he does with him now. See if he chooses just to ride or if he's going to pass him for the lead.
Scotty, they're going almost as fast as we can, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And lap 12, what the leaders are doing.
40.4.
And Scott Austin's doing a 40.6. 2/10 between that and 18th place. That's
Looks like Brandon Schmidt's on the way, too. He just passed. He's fighting with Cody Trelindi right now. We got some guys making their way to the front right now.
Yeah, and there's several guys battling back there around that part of the track.
Cody's dropping spots, but he might be saving, too. Try to stay out of trouble early.
Oh, they're probably going to open up the pit for them probably around lap 30, 35. It's a 65-lap race.
Cody's side drafting Nuno.
And guys, just want to take one moment of time out here that we had a bit of an audio problem here, but not just that. I want to take time out just to recognize our broadcast, which is the sponsor of this Monday Night Strength of Field race. That's our Alien Factory podcast. That's Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in there to our YouTube channel. All kinds of great guests and great conversations there. And it's a podcast put on by iRacers for iRacers, you guys in the community. And we just want to let you know we appreciate it when you tune in. And come in and join us in the chat. It's always a lively group. And Trace, I know you enjoy those podcasts an awful lot as well.
Oh, absolutely. The people we have on there are just have so much information, and the stories are just great. To show that we have real people that are behind. When you talk setup shops or drivers or pro drivers or whatever, and it's just a feel good story, and we have a good time with that.
Well, appreciate that, Trace. And guys, thanks for being with us. Take time out to talk about the sponsor of our broadcast tonight, the Alien Factory podcast, and was able to fix the technical difficulties, and we have sound back now, and we are live. Still,
you didn't have no sound a while ago?
Robert, it was a small technical glitch, and just fixed it. It was just for 1 second. I noticed it as soon as it happened. And we took care of it.
There's a wreck, guys.
Goodness.
Nuno just got in.
They got a wreck going on.
Yeah, we just saw that. Nuno got there.
No caution.
Watch that. I don't know if that guy came down or Nuno just got him in the tail end there, but he definitely went spinning.
Kyle Myers, he got.
Watch it on your stuff here, Mike.
Yeah, let's let me go here. Then let's switch to the far chase view here on Nuno's car. And maybe we'll go to the other guys. Let's see, far chase. Here we are, far chase, and let's go up to let's see here.
What was that?
Take it inside too.
They saw a lot of smoke.
I'm not sure.
Got racing deal.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I knew they both held their line. Their lines just kind of crossed a bit.
I don't know, maybe Nuno wasn't expecting him to go a little faster, I guess.
I don't know, if you zoom it in really tight, you could probably see there's probably a net code. Looks like there's a pretty good piece of real estate there.
Is that Kyle Myers' car?
I want to say it is. See where Kyle is at. I know Kyle keyed up, so I'm thinking it was him.
No, it wasn't Kyle. All right, here's the problem. I'm just letting all of you guys know this. We're trying to cover this race, all these custom numbers. I have no clue what car that is there on the replay because all of our stats are like what the live race is, not where you guys were at in this replay.
If you hit the guy's helmet, the arrows up and down, you can see who's front or back.
He was able to recover, but anyway. He was able to recover, so we're all good there. But I'm not sure. It looked like a racing deal to me, Trace.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh, Scott pushed up. Austin pushed up, got into.
Watch out, Ricky.
Ooh, Scott going in the corner. Go back to watch Scott Austin. He had a little difficulties going into two. Mikey?
Yeah,
we'll check in back here with our teammate Scott Austin.
Hey, we have a swap for the lead, guys.
No. Go back. One lap earlier.
Brad Mahar, on the inside now of.
Yeah, he's got the
Eduardo
lead now.
Oliveira.
He finally got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he moved through.
Took him
And that
20
was kinda
laps.
smart. Yeah, I want to say I was smart the way he did. He probably could have passed him earlier. And I was about to make this comment when I had the small audio glitch there for about 20 or 30 seconds for the game audio.
Scott Austin is hurt right now. He's pulling over. You go back a few laps,
right,
like I've
anyway,
been telling
yeah.
you can see what happened.
Well, when we're done talking about the lead change and the strategy there, we might go back and look at him. Yeah, I was about to say earlier, Trace, that it was probably smart waiting because you don't want to burn up a lot of tire here with the pass when he could just set him up and follow him for a while until the pass was easier.
Right? And I'm going to tell you what, Octavio has a good race going. He's catching the leaders. Octavio Rondoletto, he's within 9 car lengths right now, so he's chewing away at those leaders too. He's on the move.
What happened back there with Scott Austin?
He
got
put.
loose. That's what he got.
I don't know. I think he was pushing up and got him.
He got loose, knocked the wall.
I think he got. I think he
But
got
it don't
pushed
matter.
out of it right now.
That's 5 laps ago.
Let's get.
I know that they wouldn't shut up, Scotty, for me to tell him to go there.
Oh, well, you know.
Well, let's look back here real quick. It's the back of the pack now. Some of the guys that are struggling. Tyler Groff, he's fell way back. He started up in up the mid pack, around mid pack, and he's back in 25th now. Nathan Nicholson, who finished real well in the road course last week, is in 24th position. Barrett Bonner usually has strong races here in strength of field. He's in 23rd right now. Looking at Ricky Uddings in 21st, and Steve Aguiar is in 20th position. So you have Ricky Yu and Steve Aguiar nose to tail there, helping each other around the track. They're in at 20 and 21st position. There was a pretty steep cutoff for this race tonight. Strength of field here tonight is 5,400 strength of field. 5.4K, guys. That's pretty insane.
Pretty stout field.
Cody's not doing too good. He's back here. I always see him up front. He's back here in 12.
Look at this, guys. There's a whole big pack of cars back here around these guys. We got a few in front. We got I think Mike Bruno's there leading that pack. You got Mike Bruno, Nathan Nicholson, Barrett Bonner, Steve Aguiar, Dirk Likes, Tyler Groff, Justin Prince, Matty D. Clark, and Ronnie Joyner. Man, they are all in a big pack there, pretty much working together. There's not too much side-to-side racing or side-by-side racing going on back there.
Tell you what, up at the front, we've got Boyd Hogan. Last time we reported on him, he was 11th. He's 4th now, and he's not that far off the pace. He's coming. He's 1.8 off.
Go ahead, Trace. But not only is he 4th place, but he's being followed pretty tightly by Brandon Schmidt, who's on the move as well.
Yes. Those top 5 cars, they're equally spaced out, but they've settled into a pace here, and looks like they're going to just kind of carry it to the pit stop. We'll see what happens after the pit stop.
Yeah, let's do a quick rundown of your top 5 that you're seeing on the screen there. We are looking at Brad Mayhar, who took the lead there several laps ago. We switched over and caught the finale of that pass there as he worked him over and got around him pretty easily. Second place is still Eduardo Oliveira. Since he got past, he led the first chunk of the race here, the first probably 19 or 20 laps. Third place, Octavio, and what's his last name there, Trace?
Rondoletto.
And he's in third. Fourth place, Boyd Hogan. Fifth place, Brandon Schmidt. Folks, that is your top 5, and they are all cars that are running good. On any given night, any of those top 5 cars there would win a race here this week.
Cody Trelindi fell all the way back to 15th right now.
Oh, a while ago he was 12.
Yeah, Tommy Gossett is 12th. So, and he started 22nd, so he's plus 10.
Gotta save these tires, boys.
Now,
You're not gonna have a caution. I mean, these gonna have to last 30, 35 laps.
Yeah, and Cody's teammate Spencer Kostowicz, he is in 8th place. He's in 8th place. He's a 9-car in 8th place. So, Ryko doesn't have a team or doesn't have a team car in the top 5 right now, and this is an off week for them. Typically, they finish a lot stronger. So it sounds like after this race, they're going to be heading back out on the track and into some practice and back into the drawing boards this week and try to make their set a bit better. This is they typically don't struggle like this, Trace.
Yeah, looks like Area 51 Scott Austin looks like he withdrew from the race too, so he's 28th right now.
Yeah, when he got loose and smacked the wall, that must have been some terminal damage.
He didn't smack the wall. He hit another car.
Oh.
I'm looking for the hard charger right now. We've got Steven Aguiar. They're like 11. He's up 11 places. There's a couple guys that are 11 places up. Nathan Nicholson. So we got a couple guys making some moves.
Yeah, but Boyd Hogan's made a decent amount. He started back there about mid-pack, and he's up to 4th place now.
Boyd Hogan,
Yeah.
15th to 4th.
Yeah, he's up 11 places.
Nuno's holding his own right now.
Yeah, Nuno's rounding out your top 10. They're 6th place through 10th place. We haven't mentioned them yet. The top 5 has pretty much stayed static for the last few laps. Nuno's on the outside there. Looks like Holden McGill's underneath him. But anyway, here we go. Your 6 through 10. We have in 6th place, you have Kyle Myers. 7th place, John Jenkins. 8th place, Spencer Kostowick. 9th place, Holden McGill. And in 10th, you've got Nuno Maya.
He's getting ready to make a pass here. Holden got a little loose, tidy loose here, whatever you.
It'll be interesting. We're probably within the 10-lap window of making pit stops here.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're going to do it now and within 30, 35 laps.
Yeah. The race distance is 65 laps, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
We're getting right down there on the track with Nuno. He's got some stiff competition coming up behind him. Johnny Baldridge just passed Holden McGill. Now Holden McGill passed him back. They're running 2 wide right behind Nuno. And Nuno can definitely feel the pressure coming on now.
Looks like 30th place Ronnie Joyner has left, so he's out of the race. So we have 2 cars officially out of the race now. Ronnie
Might
Joyner
be
and
who
Scott Austin.
Scott Austin got into, probably.
That could be.
Tommy Goss is just outside of the top 10 there to tail into that pack. Not quite clear at the end, but back behind Nuno just a little tiny bit. He is in 12th place. Anthony Federico normally does really well, and this is not bad. This is a tough race, man. 5,400 strength of field, probably one of the highest strength of fields I have seen in a long time. No 3,000 iRating guys in this race. It's all.
Yes, no, there is.
Oh, there is. I thought there was none. Okay. Well, I think Scotty Stevens misreported that to me before the race.
3,800.
3,800 is his lowest iRating it made this race. And, this is a strong strength of field. Everybody else is in middle split. I believe there was a third bottom split as well.
Yeah, a lot of guys.
A lot of people like Michigan.
Yeah.
Well, you got iRacing for you. You know, in any place where you keep your foot down and barely a little lifting, a lot of people join up and sign up. We got the fight going.
These guys are going like 3 wide there behind Nuno. And then they went.
Is that Tommy? Is that Tommy in the red?
Oh yeah, he's right there in the mix, man. These guys behind Nuno, they are fighting. They're 2-3 wide every lap. They said Nuno about got swallowed up in it, and he pulled back ahead. Nuno doing everything he can do to stay in Spencer's draft, to stay ahead of this pack behind him.
Hey, while we got a minute in the action here, remember we got the Dirt Late model with Nathan Waddell tonight, round number 2. It'll be on after this race here.
Got anybody lined up for the 10-10 on Sunday?
Nobody confirmed yet. We're reaching out to some guys, and in fact, I think I might Ron Walsh, if you're listening, buddy. I think I might reach out to you and see if you'd like to come on the podcast. I think it'd be a cool podcast for about an hour and a half, chilling and chit chatting with you. So just reaching out now if you're listening.
Hour and a half? Is he only going to be here half the show?
We'll see. That's our goal, hour and a half. But a lot of times we don't hit it.
Right. That's because the stories start rolling.
I think with his teammate Brandon Burkhoff, I think it went 3 hours and it went fast.
It was about 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2.5, something like that. But yeah, it went fast, man. Brandon was a blast to have him. So, Ron, man, we'll get a hold of you. Reach out to me if you're here or whatever. I'll get back to you. Getting ready to go to Kings Island for a few days with the family, so I won't be around much. But reach out to somebody, leave me a message. I'll have my phone. I'll get back to you. But yeah, we'll get somebody.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out. What happened? What happened?
Wow.
Trying to talk me through what's going on again.
I don't know. Check with Steven. Steven's keying up.
That's a good time for a caution, ain't it?
Scotty, who was in that caution? It looks like maybe.
I don't know. I'm with the leader right
Let's
now.
get a live driver interview with Tommy Gossett, friend of the channel. What's up, Tommy? Tommy, you got us.
Yeah, I got you. You got me?
Yeah, we got
you're
you,
live,
boss.
buddy.
How's the race going?
Oh, race is going good. You know, can't qualify worth a crap. So we started in the back and we had fun. We were ripping the top.
Yeah, you were gaining some spots here. We were watching you as you were gaining there. Hey, do you have any clue what caused that caution? We're trying to find it. We'll go back and look at it there.
Involved John Jenkins because he just disconnected. I think someone died right behind me.
There you go, Well, there we go. That helps me out. Now I'll hit the rewind.
You heard it
button.
from the driver first, Tommy Gossett.
Yeah, our in-car cam there. He's on this Mr. on the spot tonight, Tommy Gossett.
Now remember, Tommy, you got to get me to halfway, right? With a car that's not beat up and not a pissed off driver, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm having a blast. This is a great track in the Xfinity car. The truck for Thursday night is horrible because you can't pass. It's too draft dependent. But this is fun. You can run bottom lane as Brad was doing, or you can rip the fence like I was. It's a great track.
Yeah, there's some guys coming up. So let's watch the pit stops. We'll leave you be, Tommy, so you can get your pit stop done, and then we'll catch
All right,
up with
well,
you.
one of
in a
y'all
minute.
drag me up and down. I just popped in here. I forgot to earlier.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
For you, Tommy. We got you.
I think Johnny Jenkins just quit. He didn't get in a wreck.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
looking
saw
to
that.
see what happened there. I don't know. Somebody in
It'll
the
be
comments knows what happened. Somebody says Spencer was involved in that wreck. I don't know. We didn't see it. It wasn't in the cars that we were focused on. If we don't hurry up and find it, we're not gonna be able to find what caused the caution before the green flag drops. Yeah, no, I think he just quit.
I'll tell you what, there is a major drag race getting off of pit road. There's like 5 cars trying to get out.
I hate my life.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how this shakes out. It looks like the 11 car lost one spot. Boyd may have gained one. Looks like the top 2 are the same.
I'll tell you what, guys. If anybody in the chat, I see some guys down the chat throwing out some names here. If anybody knows what happened that caused that caution, let us know. For the life of me, I can't find it nowhere. I'm going to blimp mode. Maybe we get clear up in blimp mode. We can see.
Can you scroll through the crashes? Maybe it'll pick it up.
Found it. It happened with Johnny Baldridge on lap 33.
Here we go, Johnny Baldridge.
I don't think that should have brought out a caution. Looked like it was Matt Russi. No.
Yeah, this pack's they're racing pretty tight here, side by side. Let's see.
Colin Altman. Loses it, and he quit. That's lap 33 is what I saw. That's
Whoa, there it is. Oh my. It was Johnny Baldridge, and I don't think it was his car. It was
16, where you at?
it was the 18 Hardy's car there on the outside.
yeah. Colin Altman.
Colin Altman. Yeah. Let me see exactly what happened here. Get a far chase.
Come on, Ricky, we're going
It looks
Got
like
squeezed
Altman.
up.
Yeah, Altman. Well, it looks like Altman came down into him, and there was a little bit of net code there too.
Yeah, that was kind of violent.
Yeah, looks like Johnny Baldridge was fine. He wasn't the problem there. He's in that custom 88 car there. The 18 car did it to himself. He comes down into Johnny Baldridge.
I have the coconut. That's all I wanted to say.
There you go. And then that net code just shot him down the track. It looks like nobody got any damage from it.
I disagree with you there. I think, you know me, I look like the outside car got it a little close to the inside car. Kind of.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go green here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, it doesn't really
Ace
matter.
car's pulling in.
There was some net code. All right, let's go live, guys.
Here we go.
Good save on
And
that.
we're rolling.
Flag.
We could go green all the way now. Nobody got enough
Edward-
fuel.
Eduardo Oliveria is the leader. He beat everybody off of pit road. Boyd Hogan is second. Brad Mayer third. Octavio Rondoletto is fourth, and Brandon Schmidt. So we've had a couple people move. Boyd Hogan all the way up to second now. He's going to be the hard charger.
Tuck up there.
I wonder if
They're going
Eduardo's
for the
going to
lead.
save his tires just a little bit to last a little longer.
Looks like Brad's going down to make the pass early this time.
Yeah,
Way
he wants to
down
get
low.
out of that dirty air. That's the thing that's going to save his tires. So these guys are going to fight for the front because this could be for the win right here.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer if you're the one in front on clean air here.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
get
the
a bit
dirty air
tight.
it's
Yeah.
horrible here.
You get really
It will just
tight
mess
the
with you.
dirty air.
Yep. So you're going to see guys making moves they wouldn't normally do to get out front.
Well, and Brad's like the bottom so far this race anyway, so he's probably content running side by side as long as he's the guy on the bottom.
Right. And then usually the second set of tires always seems to be the better set of tires here. So they're probably on the best set they're going to get the whole race.
Well, I'm just going to stick to the leaders till they sort this out and get single file up here. It looks like Brad just did it. He is
Yeah.
far ahead of Eduardo.
Now we'll see if those two guys go run
Oh,
away or
Eduardo
wait.
goes down to the bottom trying to make a move underneath him. He's not going down without a fight.
No, and he's leading too. He got on in that bottom lane. As long as he don't slide
On
up
that
into
bottom, it kind of pinches you a little bit.
it. Right.
Well, the bottom lane's definitely the preferred lane here at Michigan so far.
Eduardo hasn't really ran that low. We'll see what happens here. It looks like Brad let him in. He maybe didn't want to run that hard this early. Although Brad's still hooking the bottom, like running the line, so
They
he must be fairly confident.
Up and both get
Yeah.
past. They do that.
Brad's
pretty well.
running a little lower than I usually run mine.
Yeah.
Looks like Brandon Schmidt running an apron there. Looks like he came up to fourth. And that's going to put Octavio Rondoletto back to fifth.
Well, we got a fight going on here back with Nuno and Bruno and stuff. There's
Yeah, and that's back where your championship point leader Cody Trelendi's at as well. Look at that pack right there fighting. 2 wide, 3 deep.
Oh, yeah. That's not going to last long. Those guys will smoke them tires off and they'll just be dropping.
And that's the fight back there for 10th position. Mike Bruto's the leader of that pack, and he's in 10th position. Everybody else is wanting his spot. Nuno just shoots the bottom 3 wide. Cody Trelendi is the meat in the middle.
you got a little tight there. I mean, you get a little tight on that bottom.
Nuno couldn't keep the speed up on the bottom there 3 wide in turn 1 and 2.
Boy, Cody's having a tough race this week because he started third and now he's running currently 13th, so he's dropped 10 spots. Maybe he can, if we get some cautions, maybe he can make an adjustment and get back up in there and preserve his point lead this week.
Well, he's got over a 300-point lead, so he'd have to set out and completely set out of a race in order for somebody to take him over on more lead.
Right. At this point in
that
time,
maybe
really,
if
you don't want to lose anything, no.
No, maybe up to a 400-point lead by now or close to it.
It's like some guys' tires are coming in. They're starting to come back to the front again.
Kyle Myers is ahead of Brandon Schmidt. He's moved his way into the top 5 for the first time tonight as well.
Ricky Hughes must be struggling. He's back, unless he's waiting for a big one to happen.
Well, they're racing pretty hard for 5th right now with Octavio.
Yeah,
And I believe, let's see, Octavio and maybe Kyle Myers.
Yeah, your top 5 as of right now is Eduardo Oliveria. He got that lead back from Brad Mahar. They fought for it there for a couple of laps, and he's your leader. Brad Mahar is in second. Boyd Hogan in third place, right there with him. Octavio is in 4th, and Kyle Myers rounds out your top 5. Brandon Schmidt in 6th. Spencer Kotzowitz in 7th. Anthony Federico in 8th. 9th place, Holden McGill. Mike Bruno holding on to that 10th place position to round out your top 10 right now. the top two out a little ways from the rest, and there's about equal position between second and third and fourth. It looks like Boyd Hogan is settled in there right in between the two packs there in third place.
Yeah, Boyd's riding right now. He's trying to see what first and second is doing. He knows it's too early to even fight with that because Brad's got his hands full with Eduardo, and we'll see what happens. I think he's just waiting to capitalize on that in a few laps here. We got 20 laps to go to the end of the race, so we're roughly 2/3 through it.
Yeah, there are some cars that are struggling this race. I mean, I want to look at some of them right now. I'm going to go by their car number and the ones that are significantly farther back than their iRating car number, the iRacing assigns. Cody Trelindi, your championship points leader, we've been talking about him struggling. He's in 13th position, and he has the iRacing number in this race of number 7. Matt Rusi as well. He has the iRacing assigned number of 6, so he has the 6th highest iRating in a race. He's in 15th. Tommy Gossett is the iRacing 4 car with the fourth highest iRating in the race, and he's in 16th position. So yeah, we have some of our top guys in the series.
We got to point out that Tommy started like 22nd.
Yeah, Tommy's gained a lot of positions. I'm just saying that that their higher number or the low number guys are back a bit in the pack here tonight. There's some winners too. There's some definite winners tonight. Octavio, who's in 4th place, is the iRacing 11 car. Holden McGill is the number 27 car in this race, and he's in 8th place. Anthony Federico's 12th car 9th. That's not really too much of a jump. And Mike Bruno is number 13 car in 10th place. I mean, that's pretty much the ones that stand out on both sides. The guys that are racing well above their iRating in this race, and the guys that kind of struggled a bit. Brandon
Smith making his move. Looked like he nudged Tendio out of the way.
Yeah, Anthony Federico, you were talking, he started 25th, and he's currently 9th, so he's looking like, I think he's actually bested Boyd Hogan for Hard Charger Award right now. It's getting close. Looks like we're getting set up for a good finish here. Boyd's just riding. Looks like Brad's putting a little pressure on Eduardo.
Yeah, and Brandon Schmidt is being challenged right there real close behind him he's in 4th place now by Kyle Myers and Octavio as well. So, yeah, I mean, there's definitely some challenging going on here.
Yes.
Both in the podium and then also for the top 5 as well.
Yeah, if these guys be clean, it's going to be a good finish for these guys. Because there's 2 distinct packs here on the top 6. You got the top 3 pulling the front train, and then you got the middle guys there in the second train, and then everybody else. Looks like Kyle Myers is trying to put a move on for 4th.
And there he goes, right underneath him. He may get it.
Yeah, looks like he's going to get it. We'll see here. Yep, he cleared him.
Oh, so I think it's going to be. You call that a wrap? It's not a wraparound.
Crossover?
Crossover.
Brandon Schmidt in that red, white, and blue car there. He is your 5th place position holder now, finishing out the top 5. And there on the back of his car, he's been advertising lately. He just started streaming, hasn't been doing it as long as us, but just started. So y'all always go out and check out it. We want to support all the streamers and YouTubers out there in iRacing. So we ask you to continue to support us. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. We are up to, as of this broadcast, up to, I think, 513 subscribers. So, guys, we appreciate that. But also spread the love around. Check out Brandon Schmidt's YouTube channel there as well.
Looks like Boyd Hogan's fallen back a little bit from the 2 lead cars. I don't know if he's just settling in right now, getting ready for the end of the race. We got 15 laps to go.
He's still about equal position between him and Kyle Myers. There's about 3 car lengths on each side of him, front and back.
Yeah, the thing about Boyd is it looks like he can come to the front at will. Anytime he wants to, he seems to be able to reel these guys in when he wants to. He's sitting back there in his own fresh air. He's not really getting held up by the dirty air and the guys in the front. Looks like Brad's working.
Brad has been stuck in the dirty air behind Eduardo for quite a while now.
Yeah, Eduardo, he's running the bottom on this one a little bit more. He's kind of taking Brad's line away. That's the first thing I've noticed. But it looks like when Eduardo runs the bottom, it looks like Brad can gain on him when he's on the bottom, hooking the bottom. So these guys are moving around a little bit. I think a lot of it with Brad is the dirty air, though. He's just trying to find clean air so he can get downforce on that nose and get the run on him.
I think Eduardo's running an elite setup, I believe. At least he was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I believe he uses the he's pretty regular saying that he uses the elite setups and it makes sense because Brad Mahar, they're right there behind him. I say he's on the elite team and I believe he's the builder there. So you had two guys leading out here running the same setup.
Yeah.
And then right behind them there, Boyd Hogan. Boyd Hogan is the builder and owner of Reaper Speed Lab. So Reaper's in the mix up here in the Strength of Field race this week in the top couple of teams out here on the track.
Yeah, that might be why Brad's just not roughing up Eduardo because he might be on his stuff. That way they get a podium out of this stuff. They might know too that they got Boyd Hogan behind him, and he's not going to roll over either. So they got to play nice.
Yeah, they start fussing with each other, and that'll open the door for Boyd really quick.
Oh, a top 5. All them guys will be coming right through, and that's what they're wanting. But that's what everybody's setting up for. We're coming down to less than almost 10 laps right now to go, like 11 laps to go. So, yep, business is going to pick up here shortly. We're going to see who the movers and shakers are.
Yeah, it looks like any of the top 5 can make a move to first place.
Yeah, I'll tell you one guy I'm pretty surprised about where he's at right now. We'll flip back there. Is Barrett Bonner. He's a 16 car, usually pretty strong racer here. He drives for Ryko. Again, we talked about Ryko struggling this week. He drives for Ryko. He's a 16 car in the race, at least the iRacing number 16, and he's in 25th position. So custom number 4 there in 25th position. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage on his car, so that maybe has something to do with it. But that's pretty rough to be in. Definitely losing a bit of I rating back there. I have him marked down as losing 62 I rating at this point. And then right behind him in 25th position is Ricky Hudding in that Pepsi car that he is notorious for running here in iRacing. That light blue Pepsi car of Ricky U is back in 25th position. He's kind of all alone back there.
I'll tell you where Ryko didn't struggle, and that was Indianapolis Road Course last week. They put a schwacking on him.
Well, I always tell everybody, man, if for road courses, I haven't been able to find anybody else that sells a better set for road courses. I don't even look anymore. Anytime we have a road course coming up, I usually head straight to Ryko and snatch their road course sets. And man, they tore it up last week.
Did you guys use their new telemetry yet? Did you guys get Cody's laps and try to compare?
I went and did for this week. I mean, I got it, but I haven't went and looked at Cody's laps to compare for this week. But last week at the road course, I just didn't run it enough. I was sick last week and ran it probably 3 races, so I really didn't get into too much of the telemetry. But I picked up some speed. I got down to like a minute 34 laps or something like that.
Yeah, Tracy, I watched it and compared it. It helped me a lot.
Yeah, I got down to like 132.6 or something like that. So I did pretty good.
Yeah, I was braking too early going to 1, and that's one thing I noticed.
Boy, in real life, you need to be braking hard. You see that move? What's his name? Ross Costain made. I think they took that second place win away from him. That position.
Yeah, I think so. And here, I'm going to look here on the track. Mike Bruno's fell back a couple positions. He was in 10th place earlier, and he's fell back to 13th. Now in the holding on to that top 10 position is Johnny Baldridge, followed by Colin Allman, which was involved in that incident there in the Hardy's car that caused the caution, or didn't cause the caution, but yeah, it did cause the caution. He was involved in that incident that caused the caution. He didn't get any damage. He's no worse for wear. Like I said, he's up in 11th place right now, so he's still hanging in there. It looks like Bruno's getting passed by Matt Russi now as well. That's going to push Bruno back one more spot. And behind Bruno, I believe, is Tommy Gossett getting ready to get past Bruno as well. Mike Bruno falling back and struggling a bit here.
Boyd Hogan up at the front. He's making his move now. He's going
Yeah,
by
all
second.
4 of them. Well, there's a good race. All
Boyd
4 right now.
Right here,
Right
we're right back up here with him. Tracy, thanks for shifting our focus here. Looks like Boyd Hogan is making his move on Brad Mahar. Mahar now it looks like he's back ahead of him on the outside, but Boyd Hogan has that preferred line on the inside, and Boyd has help from his buddy Kyle Myers. I know they're friends, so it looks like they're working together there.
Kyle's pushing him.
And Holden McGill's coming up too. He's want to play too.
Oh, there's some
Oh!
contact. There's a little bit of contact.
Wall contact.
No, it's car-to-car contact there between, looks like Brad Mahar maybe and Kyle. I have to go back and look. It was, I believe it was Brad Mahar back in that, not Brad car, but Kyle Myers in that black car. He had a little bit of contact, I think, with Brad Mahar. Yeah, I think they're talking about it now, feeling the contact. Yep. They're both talking about feeling the contact on the radio. But yeah, it was Kyle Myers and Brad Mahar made just a little bit of contact there.
It announced it.
Yep, Kyle Myers is in, it was right there on our screens. Everybody saw it live. Kyle Myers now is in 4th position, right behind Brad Mahar, with Boyd Hogan now moved up into 2nd place. And they are making their move on Eduardo. If enough of these guys work together, Eduardo may be a sitting duck here.
5 laps to go, so it's showtime.
Guys, this is where we're going to stick for the rest of the race. We're sticking here with the leaders.
Antonio is coming up as well. And you got a lot of people coming up to fight for 5th. 4th place, I mean.
Yeah, Brandon Smith's under Kyle Myers now, trying to fix that.
I tell you what, getting those positions all shuffled out, give Eduardo about a 3 or 4 car lead here, which may be enough for him to hold on to with 5 laps to go. We'll see. Looks like the elite drivers here, the guys running the elite setup, have a Reaper sandwich here with Eduardo out in the lead, then Reaper Speed Labs there with Boyd Hogan in the middle, and then Brad Mahar there with elite again in 3rd place right behind him.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to come down to the top 3 right now. It looks like they separated themselves from 4th and 5th right now, who are battling back there. 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah, they're all ganging up now. I tell you what, like I said before, these cars are like paper mache. You tap them a little bit, get a little bit of body damage, and it really hurts your horsepower. Arrow.
Tell you what, back there, 5th, 6th, and 7th, Octavio's probably sitting in the catbird seat if these guys get a little too racy.
Yeah, he just made a move right now.
What do we got? 2 laps before the last lap here, coming down to the bell lap here. Here we go. Hang on, this is going to be a barn burner, kids.
Mick came a little loose coming off the corner there. Lost the position.
Like Holden McGill is the one that's really working back there. He's making a move.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows how to get a hold of Eduardo, but we'd like to grab him for a post-race interview if he's available. But I was looking through the Discords over here, over in EPI, and different places, and wasn't able to find him. So if anybody knows how to get a hold of Eduardo in any capacity, let him know, and we will send him an invite, or we'll send you an invite to Area 51 that you can forward it over to Eduardo. Especially if
he owes me a setup anyway.
Well, Robert, why don't you reach out to him if you know how to get a hold of him?
I don't know how to get a hold of him. I just know how to give him a set. It makes it a winning set out of it.
We're on the final lap of the race, and it looks like nobody's going to be able to catch him. Looks like we're probably going to finish the way we are, unless Brad can try to make a move on Boyd here. And he does. He looks like he's pulling down to the bottom there.
Yeah, it's going.
Wonder if we could get Brad this week. Boyd should be able to stop over too.
Here we go,
right,
Boyd
guys.
Hogan in the bottom.
Yeah. It's the last lap, right?
Well, you get a little tight on the outside there, trying to pay off the guy on the
This is
inside.
it right here.
Eduardo takes the
Wow.
second flag.
Boyd
Brad
ends
Mahar
up
finishes
third.
second.
Yeah, Mahar.
Boyd Hogan is in 3rd. Kyle Myers 5th place. Holden McGill, or 4th place. Holden McGill 5th.
Eduardo had enough tires to drift around the corners. He's a happy boy. Eduardo Oliveira.
Thanks.
That is one happy boy right there.
Won this
he's
400 strength of field race.
tearing it up.
Great win, Eduardo.
Hispano-America making good tonight.
I tell you what, he's got some damage there as well. Like he's hit something after the
Oh,
race.
I stand corrected. Iberia. Eduardo Oliveira. Iberia's own.
All right.
Look at him party. That is one happy boy right there.
But I'll tell you what I do like is that Hornet car, man. I used to love to play Daytona USA back in the day as a kid at the arcade in the mall, and every time I see that car, I think about my childhood at the arcade, man. I love that Daytona USA.
I think he blew up the motor for they wouldn't have nothing else left they can expect that motor, because I think it's an illegal motor. That boy's been leading all night long.
He blew it up.
Ain't nothing left to inspect. Nothing left to inspect.
Burn it down.
It's almost like a Darrell Walter blowing up his motor on the start-finish line there. Remember that, guys, where he blew his motor up?
Yep.
Well, guys, we're about now's the time where I start making my rounds here. We'll get some guys in here for some post-race interviews.
Tommy didn't do too bad. You know, he comes in there 12th, finished 22nd, finished 12th. He should be ashamed of that.
Why don't you drag Tommy up there and ask him about if he's still here?
No, I think
gone.
Yeah, Tommy's gone right now. He might be back. We'll see. What a great race! Them guys put on a good show.
About that race, that was pretty solid.
Yeah, that was a good show right there. Yeah, what do we have? One caution flag?
Yeah, one.
Yeah. What a great show.
I don't know why it came out. That was not much of a contact for caution flag.
I don't know if that or he slowed down quite a bit coming back on. You think that's what it was?
I could be. I don't know.
I'm going to tell you what. I think, unless you guys see something different, I think Anthony Federico got the Hard Charger Award. He started 25th, ended up 6th. That's 19 spots in my book. So, congratulations to him and his team.
A good thing I wasn't racing, dude. Boy, I'll be up there too, boys. I'll be up there too. Huh, Scotty?
Well, that's why you're the number one team driver.
Yeah.
So we end another virtual Michigan race.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah. Yep. Can't be complaining about the road courses this week. Eduardo Oliveira, benefit race. Beat the best of the best. Broke Boyd Hogan's. He broke Boyd Hogan's string of oval wins. He was at 2. Yep. And between him and Brad and Boyd put on a good show. They finished second and third. Kyle Myers came up from 17th to finish 4th. Holden McGill, he started 13th, ended up 5th. Our Hard Charger Award winner, Anthony Federico, started 25th, ended up 6th. Brandon Schmidt, he broke even tonight, started 7th, finished 7th. Octavio Rondoletto, he started 5th, fell 3 spots to 8th. He looked like he was good in the middle of the race. Spencer Kostowitz, he started 2nd, fell to 9th. And then our top 10, Johnny Baldridge, he started 19th and finished 10th. So a good little race for him.
Absolutely.
I think it's all about tire, boy. I tell you, when you got a fast car, you got a fast car, though.
Yeah. I figured a blast from the past would be in here. I figured Jared Crawford would be in here. He loves Michigan. That guy is amazing here. That guy's been around forever, too. I figured he might race this.
Don't look like Mikey's going to have anybody show up to be interviewed.
Oh, that's not necessarily true. A lot of these guys are shaking down with their teams right now. And
they're debriefing.
They're good finish and stuff. And I put a few messages out there. I saw Kyle Myers over here in Elite. I might pop over there and see if he wants to come over for an interview.
Any of you guys seen the real race yesterday on that on Ross? What he did?
I did. I seen it.
Now, number 10, he came right behind him, too. Now, they're going to put him back a lap, too?
Is that what they gave Ross, was a lap penalty?
Well, put him at the end of the line is what I heard at the end of the race. I haven't seen the results.
Yeah, well, and here's what I seen with that. So I don't know all the rules behind
Because
it.
he didn't make an attempt?
Well, exactly. But he said he was blocked out. But here's the thing: even if he makes that going down there to that access road and get back on, you cannot advance your position, and that's where he made the big mistake. If he'd have came out about where he went in, and he was running mid pack or whatever at the time. But when you jump out there and then you contest for the lead, that's what made it wrong. And then he ran that kid real hard, and
Well, that's
had
the way
that kid,
Ross races, so.
well, but the thing is, he wasn't racing for first. That's the whole thing.
He would have
And
been.
Boyd Hogan's here, guys. If I
All
bring him
right.
up, bring him up.
You go ahead.
You want me to bring him?
Yeah.
Boyd Hogan,
Yes, sir.
how are you, sir?
Oh, not bad. And yourself?
Looks like you had a great race, bud. I'm telling you what, I was watching you at the beginning of the race. I knew you. I don't know how you got mid pack, but you must have been saving tire because you just chewed right up through there for a while.
Obviously, we kind of worked with what we had there off of Pocono and just came here and saw what we had. And yeah, it was a pretty good race there, honestly. I mean, Eduardo and Brad were pretty stout, but that was I feel pretty good about where we're at.
I figured it was going to come out by tires. I thought tires were going to be the big problem.
Nah.
Now, Boyd, was your car better on the first stint or the second stint on the second half of the race? Were you better there or the first half?
I think I should have left it more alone on the last adjustment that I made there. The second stint, I was way too tight, really, by the time I got by Brad, I'd used up just enough right front to where I could do nothing with Eduardo, really, besides sit in his air and try sucking up to him and just, get to his quarter panel whatever way I could and inconvenience him.
Was there a lot of dirty air when you got close to him? It looked like you and Brad had problems. You could get to him, but you couldn't get by him.
Yeah, dirty air was pretty bad. I mean, pretty much all the way through the field. The further back you go and the more traffic you're in, obviously, the worse it is. It's just that you're around, obviously, usually a little slower cars, so that makes it a lot easier to pass. But once you get out to, everybody's within a tenth, or even, like, if somebody's 2/10 off of you, you catch them, you can get stuck pretty easy.
Okay, yeah, it looked like I said, you rolled up through there pretty quick. When we first watched, you were like 11th, and the next thing we know, you're like 4th. And then things got stirred up a little bit during the pit stops, and then the race was on after that. When the green fell, it looked like everybody was trying to get to the front, get to that clean air, so they could just roll out of there. And I think that's what saved Eduardo running first. It's just hard for you guys to get anything going there. Did you run the bottom at all? I seen a couple of them guys hooking the bottom. It looked like there was a line there. Was there anything there?
Yeah, there was a little something there. I felt like in the first run especially, I could exit off at 2 and get a pretty good run on dudes, even though they'd have a run up off of the banking up top. But I'd carry enough of one through the center down that it'd carry pretty good. And then entry of 3, you can kind of enter low and swing it up a little bit, but I was way too tight to do it there that second run.
So was your car better in 1 and 2 or 3 and 4?
1 and 2 for sure. It was 3 and 4 really good on that first run, and then 1 and 2 it was pretty hooked up because it was plowing in 3 and 4 on the,
if you didn't touch it, it would have been pretty good all the way around, huh?
Yeah.
No, Boyd, it got pretty interesting there towards the end, and I know Kyle had actually made a tad bit of contact there with it's either you or Brad, and I wasn't sure which one.
I think it was Brad.
It was Brad, yeah.
Yeah, Brad, and I mean, because that was pretty intense right there behind Eduardo, and you guys trying to sort out for the podium, the second, third, fourth place positions. So, kind of what was going on with you there, and like how did that work out for you? I mean, obviously you finished third, and stayed on the podium, but like how did those last few laps sort out for you, and what was your strategy there as you were wheeling it?
I think, I was kind of relying. I would have had to have relied, I think, a little bit on Kyle being up there because obviously, we're on the same stuff. He's a great teammate, and so we work pretty good together. But he was saving a good bit of tire, and then he started coming up towards the end. And once he got to Brad, he felt pretty good about what he had. And then I think he bobbled or something and got into Brad, and then that was it. But once they got separated enough, like once there was a big enough gap between Kyle and Brad, Kyle couldn't get sucked back up to him. Something went down with Brandon. And then Brad, myself, we couldn't get the energy generated ourselves to put together a big enough run to get to Eduardo.
Yeah, I was trying to send Kyle an invite. If you see him over there or something, yell at him, tell him to pop over real quick. I was just going to ask him about the contact and stuff. I mean, nobody was mad. I heard I heard those guys working out on the track. Yeah, I felt it. Yeah, it was there. But
It said it on the radio.
yeah, but to kind of get his perspective on that and kind of how tight that racing was there at the end. But that was definitely the show to watch. But the sad thing is though, it seems like that the fight back there for the podium kind of handed the win to Eduardo. Not that he didn't deserve it or wasn't out front to begin with. I'm just saying it kind of took away your guys' ability to challenge him is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it looked like the last 10 laps there. It looked like it was a fight for first place for the first 4 guys,
I thought it was gonna be more of one, but like I was saying though, it was you kind of needed the energy from the guys behind you, like the Kyle and Brad. Like having those two packed up on each other gets the energy up closer to you, and you start getting pushed along better. And I think that's really what we needed, because like you guys are saying, Eduardo having the clean air he had was phenomenal for him. I didn't think it was gonna make that big of a difference, but it obviously meant a little something. But no, he was really fast all night.
Well, Brad gave it all he could there on that restart on lap, 30, it was like 35, 36, just when the restart dropped. Brad gave it his best for the first like 3 or 4 laps, trying everything he could do to get hold. He cleared Eduardo one time, and then Eduardo got back underneath him and got ahead of him again. Brad probably led for 4 or 5 laps. We were making comments in the broadcast that, hey, that clean air is so important that's why Brad's fighting so hard here on this restart to get out in front of him. If he can get by him without burning up too much tire, that clean air is worth a lot, which it definitely is here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely worth the battle there early on. I probably should have put up a harder fight for it, honestly. But I thought sitting back and saving was going to be okay.
Well, Boyd, man, appreciate you stopping by again. You're a good sport coming by here, and we can usually count on you for an interview after these races. And as always, every single week, anybody who stops by for an interview, even if we get 3 or 4 of you stopping by for an interview, we always give you time to thank whoever you need to and to plug what you guys do and plug your sets there.
Yeah, man. I just want to thank everybody at Legacy Esports, Champion Power Equipment, Blackstone Management, Green Mountain Grills. Everybody who's part of our deal over there. Reaper Speed Lab, obviously, if you want a good set of NASCAR stuff to go run, we got a lot of good stuff over there. ReaperSpeedLab.com. Really anything on the stock car side. And thank you guys obviously for putting on the show you did. And the show you guys do every week.
Awesome, appreciate it, Boyd. And yeah, guys, if you want to go check out Reaper Speed Labs there, like you mentioned, they had a solid finish this week. 2 guys they're in the top 5. They're back-to-back teammates. They're Boyd Hogan and Kyle Myers. Boyd, there, your 3rd place finisher. They're rounding out our podium tonight. I want to run down our official results here for Area 51, the top 10 as we close this broadcast out. First place, your winner tonight, Eduardo Oliveira. Brad Mahar in second. Your Boyd Hogan, your 3rd place finisher we just spoke with. His teammate Kyle Myers in 4th place. 5th place, rounding out your top 5 tonight, Holden McGill. 6th place, Anthony Federico. 7th place, Brandon Schmidt. 8th place, Octavio Rondeletto. I'm close. 9th place, Spencer Kosowicz. And in the 10th place, Johnny Baldridge. And that, folks, is your top 10 tonight. Thank you so much for joining into the broadcast with us this week. We appreciate having Boyd Hogan stop by once again and hanging out with us after the race, talking about the race with us. And we also appreciate you, our viewers, who tune in each and every week here, this High Strength of Field broadcast and the podcast on Sunday nights. Guys, for myself, Mike Howerton, and the Admiral Tracy Rumschlag, along with the man, the myth, the legend, Robert Cook, we appreciate y'all so much. If you haven't done so yet, hit that like button. Give it a big thumbs up hit and subscribe to the channel. Also, the bell icon gets you notified anytime that we put up new content here on the channel. And down in the description below, all kind of cool stuff for you guys down there. Check it out. We got an affiliate link, a few places to get some free setups you can build off of, and a promo code down there. So always check out that description for all the goodies for you guys as you guys leave the videos. Appreciate everything tonight from the broadcast team. Y'all did a great job. We worked great as a team. Thank you all very much, Trace and Robert.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Let's go watch the World of Outlaws Butt Kicker late model series now.
Absolutely. We'll go check out our buddy Nathan Waddell and that, and you guys should too. It's iRacing broadcast those on their YouTube channel, their iRacing's YouTube channel, and that's where we're headed. Highly recommend that for you all as well. So, guys, thanks for being with us, and as always, we
See you
will
in the next one.
in the next one.
The next one.